Alright, so we got Project Landadon back on the hoist there. Got the original alloy Toyota bull bar removed. Looks pretty tough with the wheels and lift. Over in the trailer over here, got an MCC winch bar. I think it's a Falcon bar. Memory with these cool little fog lights and DRLs in them. So we've got DRL LEDs around the outside and a foggy in the middle. Pretty awesome looking little thing actually. And they're actually MCC. They're cool. Anyway, that's one of the next jobs on the list. Obviously the winch is going to go in that. So we'll get cracking on that soon. Project Landadon coming along. Got the bull bar on. With the winch in there. King's laser spotties. The winch box mounted up. The lights are pretty cool on this, so I'll run through the lights when I get them all working. Still got some wiring to do. But coming along. Right, yeah, we're in the last stages of the big cruiser build. So, got a bull bar on, seen all that I think. Driving lights, everything's all wired up, working. The wires are still got to be tidied. Down there we've got the winch switch. Like I said, it's all still got to be tidied. We've got the wires running across there to go inside. They're still got to be put in conduit and all tied up. So I'm just swinging in the breeze at the moment. Dual batteries wired. Dual battery, and then that goes across to the. It already had a voltage switch right down there. It's a red arc, and then that also branches down to the back out of the caravan up. At the moment we've got a northane kit. I have done lower trailing arms, so what I'm doing at the moment is doing the lower arms because of where I've got to put the hoist legs. They're quite close together, makes it pretty unstable on the hoist. So I'm do these lower arms and then get these hoist legs back under here, and likewise up the front so I can lift it right up and be more stable. So I do these lower arms first, and you lift a little bit. It's got the jack under the back, just supporting the back, make sure it's stable. I'm gonna fall on my head. Yeah, so I stayed back last night and done those back arms. This morning I'll do the front arms, and then we're also putting in some caster correction bushes to come in the kit to correct the caster from the lift. That's the lift, we've done that a while ago. And then we've got a new steering dampener. Panhard rod bushes a whole lot. So it's Thursday morning and I want this finished by tomorrow night, so better get into it. Also got the, see the swivel hubs are leaking, so axle seals will be leaking. We've actually got a drive tech swivel hub kit, so I've got most of the suspension to do, and the swivel hubs, and tidy the wiring, get a wheel alignment in 2 days. Should be right. Alright, let's get into it. Rightio, one lower arm out, so I'm doing one at a time. That way the diff stays in some sort of position that it's supposed to be in. Makes it easy to get the arms back in If you pull them both out, the diff will just be swinging in the rees and the alignment will be way off and you'll just be fighting. So do one at a time, makes it a whole lot easier. Now the fun part, or not so fun, pressing them out. You can see there how they're central. I'll show you the next ones when I put them in, which they're a caster correction bush for the lift. Rotates the diff and corrects the caster. Alright, let's get them out. Alrighty, so you can see the new bushes are offset compared to the, that's a rear bush, a front bush central. So because we've lifted it, changes the angle of that arm, which rotates the diff. So these being offset like that, and then you press one in like that, one in like that, it rotates the diff back and gets the wheel alignment correct. And as you can see on the picture, so we've got the ruler there, so we'll press one in. You can see it's pretty self-explanatory which way it's going to go, and then we'll measure that distance and then rotate the other one to get the distance correct. Otherwise it'll never line up if you don't have that distance correct. Yeah, and then when you push these in, you can see that edge is square, that edge is rounded and chamfered, so that is a leading edge to push in. So you push that end in first. See, that actually goes in quite a bit. Allows it to go in square and straight. It doesn't grab if you try to go that way. Doesn't sit in there. So that goes in there. It's actually quite stable. So we got a nice, good start. We'll spray some of the old WD-40 around the outside of it, help it slide in, so it doesn't grab and tear the metal. Alright, let's get it in there. Another little tip, that drawing is actually to size. So you can actually sit that on there and line your bush up. Makes life easy. There we have it, another arm done. Just to show you an example, this bottom passenger side arm is still in there. I haven't touched it yet. Might just bang some line on, hey? There we go. Rightio, so that one there hasn't been touched, still in position. So I haven't done the bolts up yet, but we've got the arm in there, in position in the front hole, and in position in the back hole. And then this, with the correction bushes, it's out that much on this side, so it shows you how much putting a lift in it throws the wheel alignment out. So that, once we undo this side, the diff will wind back and line up with this side. Now obviously the other side's going to be the same, so it will bolt up, and then the diff caster will be in the correct position. So, bit of information for anyone who's lifting four-wheel drives and stuff. Alright, time to rip this one out. And repeat exactly what I just did on this side. Rightio, we're on the home stretch of the Landadon 105 series cruiser build. That is the wheel bearing hub assembly there. I've just banged in a new needle roller and a new bush. We're with that focus, rebuilding the swivel hubs. So swivel hubs have got bearings in the top and the bottom here, so then when you turn the steering, pivots on those bearings. The previous one, they'd been done before and they hadn't been shimmed correctly, and you can see the wear on these bearings. It had actually been in there too tight. So, and the inner seal was leaking. It was hit in with a socket or something. It was too small, so it hit in on the center of the seal and folded the seal on itself, causing it to leak. So anyway, we've got it's 8:30 in the morning. We've got a wheel alignment at 1 o'clock, so I better get into it. You see that seal there, how it's rolled in on that inside edge. Something to point in here. When it's been installed last time, they've used something not big enough and it's been bashed in. It's all cockeyed, so that's why it was leaky. Alright, yeah, so the big cruiser all finished. So I run down what we did. We fitted a Drive Tech 4x4 50mm lift kit. We supplied the Toyo Open Country all-terrains. Steve got the wheels himself. We got the tyres fitted and balanced. Gave it a full service, auto service. And then completely rebuilt the suspension, rebuilt the swivel hubs, new front wheel bearings, fitted the headlights, which Steve supplied, which are a one-piece instead of a two-piece headlight. Normally the factory ones are split down through here. So yeah, fitted the headlights, the bull bar. Steve supplied the driving lights and the winch. Yeah, King's driving lights. It's just a Chinese winch. It did have a steel cable on it, so we ripped that off and replaced it with a Dynamet rope. Not a fan of the steel cable. It's a lot more weight you add into the front of the car, and if they break, they'll bloody come through the windscreen and kill you. Whereas the lightweight rope will just drop to the ground. You'll have things like the hook, which will have a bit of weight in it. And that's why you run a dampening blanket when you're winching. Yeah, and then we wired everything up. Winch has got an isolator switch in the engine bay. We'll go inside the car. So we got the factory style switches there we fitted. One for driving lights, and then that says work lights, but that's actually the fog lights. fitted a dual volts gauge, so you can see the batteries. I installed the twin batteries, so it's got dual batteries in it now. Down in the back seat here, so we've got a power socket and a power socket there, and then a twin USB socket. Focus, there we go, twin USB socket there, which run off the second battery, so they can be live all the time. And you can charge shit, you're not going to flatten your start battery. Also fitted they're a Chinese copy of the Clearview mirror. Seem to work fairly well. Very reasonable quality. They fit not too badly. A little bit of misalignment, but got the indicators in the side, it's all connected. So that's just wired into this light here. With the key back off. With the mirror, the top half is electric, and then that bottom half you just move it by pushing it. See, it's all adjustable. Open the back up. I still haven't put his jack away, but up in here we have another 12-volt socket. That's the factory one, which is not heavy enough. Like this people using these for fridges and shit. Not a good idea. That the wiring's just not heavy enough, and they cause car fires basically. Overheat the wiring. That's about it, eh? So we'll get another. We'll do a maiden voyage with him out the high country there somewhere, and we'll get another a video testing it out, testing out suspension and the whole setup.